Welcome, everybody. Hi. Hello. Welcome, everyone. How are you? It's good to see you tonight. Welcome. I'm Christy Faith. It's wonderful to see you. Come on in, everybody. We are going live tonight. I'm so excited. If you are coming in right now, I'd love to know where you live and if you are a newer homeschooler or if you have been homeschooling a while, please come in. Welcome, everybody. I got my pens, I got my supplies. How are you? Come on in, everybody. Hi, welcome. It's Christy Faith. I am live on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and TikTok. Happy to see each and every one of you tonight. Hi, Brianna. Welcome. Tell me where you are hailing from. What state are you in right now? Or say what state you live in, and then what state you're visiting tonight. I would love to hear. I also want to know if you are, and I'll repeat this again, but I want to know if you are a new homeschooler or if you are a veteran homeschooler. If you're a veteran, stay. Please, you can help me answer questions in the comments. Welcome, everybody. Also, tell me your homeschooling style. Are you Charlotte Mason? Are you traditional? I'd love to know what crowd we have tonight. And also, don't forget to ask any questions. Are you experiencing any roadblocks? Are you worried about planning for the next year? Oh, Brianna, yes. Another working homeschool mama. Love it. Yes, Scott?
We got folks in Vision Lives from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn,
Homeschooling
nice.
for 2 years.
Awesome. Yeah, New York's a high regulation state. You are a hero. Awesome. Now tell me, I have known New Yorker homeschoolers and I look at the regulations and I'm like, how bad is it? Is it that bad or is it pretty easy to navigate? I'd love to hear. Yeah, do we have
Texas? Lynn is from Texas, 10 years. Amber from Texas, 11 years.
Okay, this is how long they've been homeschooling?
Yeah.
Awesome! Stay here, you guys. We can talk shop with our long-term homeschooling mamas. And then when the new ones come here, you can help me answer their questions because you are for sure in a place where you can help me answer questions and mentor these mamas. And this is the time of year where parents are heavily thinking about homeschooling. They are scared out of their wits to do it. They don't know where to start. And so here I am tonight to answer any questions that you guys may have. Tell me where you're from. Tell me how long you've been homeschooling. I'm so glad you guys are here. Yes.
Unicorn Nanny. Hello, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a new homeschooler, preschool. My kid knows everything, but struggling with activities and crafts. Need to teach 3-year-old to read.
Okay. Awesome. I love it. So you need activities and crafts. Well, let me tell you, and let's double tap and let's give this mama some hearts for being a brand new homeschool mom. You are making a brave choice, and I'm really proud of you. I sincerely am proud of you because to make the choice to homeschool, you are sacrificing a lot. And you are also, hi Gina, it's good to see you. Hi, my friends are here. You are sacrificing a lot to do it, but also you're adding a lot of weight on your own shoulders, and that is your child's education. So I can tell you what I do for crafts because my kids love crafts, but I am not the crafty mom. I don't want to spend 20,000 hours on Pinterest. I actually use boxes like knowledge crates. Have you guys heard of knowledge crates? In fact, we did one today. I can tell you about them later too, but oh good, yes. Oh, okay, we need to chat, Gina. Okay, well, you should DM me in Thrive. Gina is in Thrive, and I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you are a member of my community, you can DM me. So here I am, you guys. I just went to Pilates today. I had literally, maybe I should have looked in the mirror. We don't care, do we? Do you guys look the same as me right now? I just wanted to show up and be here with you guys tonight. Welcome. Okay, so to answer, if any of you are kind of the non-crafty mom, I'm big on kits and subscription boxes for that type of a thing. I get knowledge crates. I love knowledge crates. They are, I can actually, well, I'll wait to show you guys later because I love them and I love that company. Hold on, let me get comfortable here. I hope I'm still centered on the I love them and I love that company. And so I'll share with you guys later. Hi, Masael. Good. Oh, you are so sweet. Masael was awesome. She joined my community and then she's like, wait a minute. What are my state laws? And then I looked at her state laws. Oh, yeah, you did. I wasn't going to say your state. And then I freaked out and I was like, okay, girl, you got to do this. You got to do this. And so I remember that day that I'll never forget it, that we were DMing back and forth. And I was more in a panic than you? I may have been more of a panic than you, partially because I'm a homeschool mentor and I want to make sure everyone's legal and following their state laws. So, okay. Come on in, tell me how many kids you have, how long you've been homeschooling. I want to know what state you're from, what state you're in. Do we have anyone else in Colorado? I live in Colorado. Yeah, Scott.
Devin, we have another New Yorker. Homeschooled first, or kindergarten and first. Then he went to school, possibly starting again for fourth.
Okay, awesome. Great. I would love to hear about the school experience this past year and why you're considering going back to homeschooling. Oh, we have Idaho. We have Florida. Fantastic. Come on in, everybody. I'm Christy Faith. I'm here to answer all of your homeschooling questions, but also I'm qualified to answer educational questions too. I've been in the education space for over 20 years. I'm happy to help you this evening. Yes, Scott keeps raising his hand.
Any recommendations for math curriculum? Fifth grade.
Yeah, so this is what you want to look for with math. So, and this is my opinion. Okay, I'm going to give you my opinion, but my opinion is based on teaching all of the curricula available on the market for 17 years. Are you eating chocolate?
Huh?
He's eating chocolate. Can I eat chocolate on a live? Sure. Do people eat on lives? I have water. I wish this was wine. It's not. But I see cookies too, babe.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I lost my train of thought.
Math.
Thank you. Okay.
Fifth grade.
All right. So in general, math curricula is split up. Write this down. Listen up. Math curricula is split up into two categories. Masael's laughing at me because she actually knows me and she knows this is actually who I am. I can't, you know how some people are like someone different on social media? I don't even know how to do that. I can't. Math curriculum is split up into two categories. You have your spiral-based math curriculum and you have mastery-based math curriculum. Okay? There are proponents of each. I am not a proponent of spiral, not a fan, in my professional opinion, a fit for a very small types of learners. I much prefer a mastery-based curricula that has comprehensive reviews incorporated in it. So your child learns to master a concept for their particular level that they're in. And then after a unit, then they get lots of mixed reviews so that everything stays fresh. It seems to be, in my experience, teaching kids math. Scott ran our math department the entire time that we were at the center. And it seems to cause a lot less confusion when you have a mastery-based style of homeschool curriculum. So, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of CTC Math. I love them. They have completely changed my homeschool this year. And our oldest has started CTC Math. I feel like it completely changed the game for us. Does anyone else use CTC Math on this live? We had to do it. Scott and I had to do it just because of our work schedules, and I was working on a book manuscript. And what it is it's video lessons, so you're basically outsourcing math, everything. The tests, the homework, all of it. Yes, oh good. And the thing is too, and Gina can testify to this, is that when you're using CTC Math, the level is great for gifted kids. It's great for kids who are standard learners. It's great for kids who need extra time and extra help because it's all self-based. And you don't move on to the next subject until you've mastered it. And there's actually stars that say mastery. And then you can also incorporate the mixed reviews, which is so important. Scott, Dudley, CTC Math is a fantastic homeschool math curriculum. If you have not heard of it, I strongly suggest you go to the website. It's great because it's basically a way to outsource your math, but you can still be as involved as you want to be. I am sent weekly reports for my kids. I can see how they're doing. What's nice is I can like answer my emails from my work, and then my son is right next to me on the computer doing the math, and I can look over and see how he's doing, make sure he's working at a really nice clip. I absolutely love CTC Math. They are not sponsoring this live tonight, but there is a sponsor for tonight's live, but I'll wait. The sponsor of tonight's live, I'll tell you more about them later, but they are Knowledge Crates. Has anyone heard of Knowledge Crates? Yes, so CTC Math is K to calculus, kindergarten to calculus. And not only is it a fantastic math program, but you're not sacrificing academics, because I'm pretty picky, code word for snobby, with math curriculum. And I needed something where it was a little less hands-on for me, but I did not want to sacrifice the academics. Yes?
Waverly asks, how do I homeschool when I have a learning disability? I feel I will get something wrong.
Yes. So I don't know what your particular learning disability is, but what I will tell you is it is so common for parents who experienced struggles when they were growing up in the traditional school learning environment to choose to homeschool their own kids so that they don't have to experience the things that they experienced.
Dyslexia.
Okay, yes, for dyslexia. So this is what I would say. So my sister has she has a lot of the disses, actually. And what I would suggest is that the areas that you are weak in, you can source those really well. So for example, if I have recommended to my sister who has dyslexia to use Logic of English to teach her son to read, not only because it's a great foundation and he's not going to have any gaps, but I actually think it'll also help her build some of those building blocks that are missing for her. So whether you have dyslexia, any of the disses, if you have ADHD, any other neurodiversities, you can still homeschool. You just have to know yourself. Like, for example, if you are a homeschool mom or dad who has ADHD, you're going to have to implement compensatory strategies just like everybody else, like habit stacking and having routines in the day, not really adhering to a strict schedule like by time, but having a solid routine that you really keep to. A lot of those compensatory strategies will help you tremendously. So,
yep.
Okay.
Masael asks, is all about reading good with dyslexia?
It absolutely is, Masael. That's an Orton Gillingham based one too. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. It's a great program. You can't go wrong with it.
Oh, Shannon, I have dyslexia. My daughter does too, and she feels validated when she also sees me struggling.
Yes. Being vulnerable, is this a Shannon?
Shannon,
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because it's so important that we are vulnerable to our kids and we talk about our own mistakes and our own shortcomings. And I've made big mistakes while planning homeschooling or doing other things. And my kids love that too when I go, oh my goodness, look what mom did. Oh. And I laugh it off. I'm basically teaching them how to fail, how to make mistakes themselves. You're so right. Yes.
Unicorn Nanny said, what's the reading program called?
So there are several reading programs that follow the Orton Gillingham based method, but the two that I have talked about tonight are all about reading and Logic of English. Yeah.
And how do you feel about teaching textbooks?
Okay. Ooh.
For math.
Okay. Should I talk about teaching textbooks for math?
Sure.
Absolutely. I think I recommend teaching textbooks for certain types of learners. This is what I will say about teaching textbooks. It's probably, I'm going to say it. Are you ready? It's probably the easiest program out there. And I don't want the easiest program out there. That's one of the reasons why parents love teaching textbooks, is their kids breeze through it and they don't really struggle. So that is my opinion on teaching textbooks. I absolutely recommend teaching textbooks in quite a few of my consultations and in my recommendations for ladies who are in my Thrive membership, where we DM back and forth and we make plans together. I recommend it all the time, but that is what you do need to know about it.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
Don't ask me about specific curriculum now.
Jennifer says, I really want to homeschool, but my hubs isn't on board. What can we do?
Okay, Jennifer, oh my goodness. I wish my book was out because I have an entire section in my book on what to do when your spouse is either not supportive or not quite on board. I have a 9-step plan in my book on this. So I'll give you a couple of items that I have in there. Number one, that's important, probably the most important piece of advice that I can give, is that remembering that homeschooling can be done on a trial basis. There will be no harm done if you homeschool, if you agree with your spouse, hey, let's homeschool a year, let's see how it goes, and then you guys end up that you don't like it, and you put your kid right back in school. No harm, no foul. A lot of people think that the decision to homeschool is this big, lifelong, you're thinking all the way to through high school. But often, especially when you're brand new and you're just dipping your toes in the water, taking it year by year is not a bad thing. What can happen is that just taking it year by year, and then you end up, most people end up falling in love with homeschooling. So I'm going to recommend that first, saying, look, how about if we do this on a trial basis? It's so important in a marriage or in a relationship that both parties feel heard and seen. So make sure that when you guys are having discussions, that you even write down, both of you write down the pros and the cons for both having your kids in school and having your kids homeschooled. Try to get at the core of your husband's fears. Ultimately, the reason why we don't do things is fear, especially things that are great and amazing options. So his fears could be could be easily refuted or easily discussed or really just can go away with a little bit of research, but you got to know what those are. So anyway, that is another thing that you could do. Also, you can invite friends over who are, oh no, I forgot to silence my notifications. And my book club, oh no, I don't think I can silence notifications on here. And my book club is blowing up right now. The chat in the book club. Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to mention to you about a spouse who may not be on board is to invite homeschool families over, and homeschool families that you respect, that you would want to homeschool similarly to them, where the kids are great and the parents are great, and have your husband get to know these families and ask them the really hard questions that are his valid concerns. So those are the 3 tips that I'll leave you with tonight. And I have more, but those are great ones. It depends on the type of marriage that you have. If it's a healthy marriage, then you guys should be able to work through this. If you have an unhealthy marriage, then it's a little bit harder. My recommendations are on the assumption that you have a very healthy marriage.
Great.
Yes.
Tina asks, what made you want to homeschool?
Oh, Tina, okay. What made me want to homeschool? So you guys, I think most of you know my story. I was homeschooling other people's kids at our center before I was homeschooling our own. And I was researching homeschooling to try to be better with our homeschool that we were running. And that was a dangerous road because I started reading a lot of the homeschool intellectuals, a lot of the great authors. And that's when my deconstruction began, where I read the history of the school system and why it actually is here and why it was implemented in the first place and why we have these large classrooms and state standards. But keep in mind, I was a teacher myself, didn't even know these things. So I kind of started to deconstruct and look around and say, what are we doing? What are we doing to childhoods? I am a huge advocate for reclaiming childhoods. I feel like in not just schooling, but in other areas, we are destroying childhoods. And childhoods need to be protected at all costs. We are overscheduled. We are overworked. Our kids have to be in environments that aren't a fit for them for over 7 hours a day. Then after school, they're just schlepped to this other activity that's not even play. It's another structured activity. Then on the weekends, more structured activities. And there isn't this time to play and explore and have this imagination. And this is what they are designed to have and to be. We've just taken away almost all of our kids' free time. So I just kind of deconstructed and read up on the different pedagogies. There's 9 different pedagogies, you guys, for how to educate children. Most of us only know one, and that is the traditional style. There are 8 other styles in which we can educate children, and effectively so, because the homeschool statistics show that homeschooled kids outscore conventionally schooled kids by a mile, not even by a little bit, by a mile. So this traditional style in which we're educating kids isn't really that effective. I mean, think about your own schooling experience, not homeschooling, but schooling experience. Okay.
Great.
Do we have more questions? Welcome, everybody. I'd love to know where you're from. Where do you live? How many kids do you have? If you are a new homeschool mom about to embark on your homeschool journey, will you let me know in the comments? And I don't know if you guys are aware, but just about 2 hours ago, our dollar trial started for Thrive Homeschool Community. If you need community support, belonging, expert academic advising, you feel lost or you haven't found your people yet with homeschooling, you have an opportunity in the next 3 days. The sale just started. In the next 3 days to join Thrive Homeschool Community for $1 and to test drive it for 6 days. So if you have been on the fence, now is the time to ask me tonight about Thrive Homeschool Community and what it can offer you and how I can help you. So now would be the time. Yay! Okay, do we have more questions?
Are you going to talk about your workshop?
Oh, you want me to talk about my workshop?
It's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'll wait. I want to make sure they want me to talk about my workshop. So this Saturday, I'm going to tell you what the workshop is, and I'm going to stop, and then I'll wait for the comments to see if you guys want me to talk more about the workshop. This Saturday, I am hosting a 3-hour co-working workshop where we are all going to get together live and plan out our entire homeschool year. But this is a fail-safe method to actually make a plan that works. How many of you guys double tap if you have made plans that don't work? Even homeschool plans that aren't realistic, don't work, have no margin, just are ridiculous. So, I know I am. So I have created and have implemented a method for planning out your entire homeschool year that makes sure you, mama, are thriving, that there's margin, that you're meeting your academic goals and your dreams for your kids, but that's still realistic. So let me know if you want to hear more about that. That is this Saturday. So if you join Thrive for the dollar trial right now, that 6 days includes Saturday. So potentially you could get a $50 workshop for $1 right now.
Kaylin Joseph.
Yes.
We have almost a 3-year-old and have been on the fence, but you are making it seem like the best option.
Oh.
So thank you. We're from Colorado.
Oh, you're in Colorado too. Welcome. Yay. Oh, 3 years old. What a wonderful time. You should look at, do you know what you're doing for preschool? You should look at knowledge crates for preschool. I love knowledge crates. They're actually sponsoring this live, but I would have said it anyway because you guys know I always talk about the companies that I love, whether they're sponsoring my live or not. So,
Ashton wants to know about the Thrive. Inhale Exhale says, if we joined, would we be able to make our plan with you on that?
Yes. So it's live this Saturday. Now, all of my workshops are available on replay. So if you can't make this Saturday, you can watch the replay, but you get, this dollar trial is 6 days. So you get kicked out if you don't decide to join. But technically, the 6 days, like if you join tonight, it would include that Saturday. I'm planning my year with you. So we're going to be talking through it all. It's a live workshop. It's about 3 hours or less. And it's co-working. So there's exercises. I walk you through exactly how to plan out your year. And we do it together. And so if you join for the $1 trial for Thrive, you can be a part of that. Also, this week are office hours. So if you join Thrive, you get to come to my office hours and we get to talk about all your questions. Office hours in Thrive Homeschool Community, which is my community, it happens once a month. It's 4 Zooms, and I split all the mamas up by age of their kids. So on Wednesday, we have elementary age office hours. And then on Thursday, we have littles office hours. So that's for preschool to 2nd grade. We have an exclusive office hours for teen moms of teens. And then an evening office hours, of course, for all of us working moms where we work during the day. And so we need nighttime Zooms. I always have nighttime Zooms for you guys. So, yes, question.
Blair says, from North Carolina, I'm so excited
Hi,
to start
Blair.
Homeschooling our daughter kindergarten this fall.
Awesome. Welcome, Blair. Do you have any questions tonight? I was just talking about my Thrive Homeschool Community that this Saturday we're having a live workshop where we are live planning out a fail-safe plan for our school year. And we're all going to be doing it together. And if you're interested in Thrive, go to my link tree because right now we have a flash dollar sale where you can try my group for $1. Pretty good deal.
And Kimberly wanted to know the name of the crates.
Yes. Yes. Should I talk about knowledge crates now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to see them? So knowledge crates, full disclosure, you guys, please. Full disclosure. You guys know I only represent companies that I actually love and use. I hope you know that. I say no to everybody. I get emails every day, people wanting me to schlep their crap, okay? I do not bring to you crap. So I want to show you the knowledge crates. Okay. Oh, good, Ashton. Ashton, we'll DM tomorrow. So if you guys join, we get to DM. Check out my link tree so you can see all the aspects of what we do in Thrive. It's pretty amazing. Okay, but I want to talk about these guys, knowledge crates. Okay, when I tell you I love this company, I have great qualities, okay? I'm a lovely person. I try to be the best mom that I can be. Here's the one thing that I am not, and I don't even try. And that is, I'm not the crafty homeschool mom. Now, I want to be, and I want to do all sorts of fun activities with my kids, but I am not going to spend 4 hours on Pinterest just to then go to Michael's and spend another $300 to do one project. I don't have the time. I don't have the money, to be honest. I don't like it. So anyway, Knowledge Crates is 90 days of hands-on homeschool activities literally delivered to your doorstep. Okay? Delivered to your doorstep. This week, we had a big storm. Did you know we had a tornado? We had a big storm. And so this whole crate, they all have themes. This is rainforest theme. There's an entire activity guide. And the activity guide has all of the things to do with your kids. These crates are unlike any other. They come with literature. Look, literature. So these are like literature-based lessons and activities that you do with your kid, and everything is delivered. So it's perfect for a grandparent gift. Like if you're going to one, it's just perfect for homeschooling because I just use it in my homeschool. But other aspects are you're going on vacation, and what if you have down days? Just bring one crate and you're literally taken care of in terms of when you're stuck at home in a storm. It comes with this activity guide. This week we started it and we did the tangling. Have you guys done tangling? Isn't it so precious? Look at this. We're learning all about the rainforest. My kids have devoured the books. This is the I Survived. We have some penguin readers here. Rainforest. How to draw rainforest animals in simple steps. Look at this. This comes in the crate, you guys. Of course, we have Eric Carl. Look at these. Look at the literature. We got Jungle Book. It even comes with the paper that you need. Everything is supplied to you. You don't need to. This is what I can I tell you what I don't like about homeschool curriculum? Is when I have to run all over my house for an hour trying to hunt down the right size rubber band, try to find a balloon. I'm in my basement pulling out stuff just to do one project. I started out driving myself crazy that way, and then I just stopped because I don't have the bandwidth to do that. When you open these boxes, they are chock full. They are gorgeous. Look at this. They're all themed. This thank you card, they are full of every activity that you need. You don't need anything but this crate. All the supplies are for you. All right here, everything that you need. So they make 2 ages. It's 2 sisters that own this company. We've been doing, there was a bananagram activity. We've been doing it all week. My kids love it, and they weren't fighting. So they do 2 crates. They do a school age crate, and this is the school age. It's right there, school age. And they also have a preschool crate. Mamas on this live that are considering homeschooling preschool, it is literally preschool in a box. Like if you order them every season, that's the only thing that you need to buy. It runs by state standards. It follows all the state standards for school, so preschool or school age. The standards are actually listed on there. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. So should I stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your questions.
Faith.
Can you tell I love them? And it's 2 sisters, and honestly, like I feel like I'm gonna become friends with them because when I get on Zooms with them, our Zoom ends up lasting an hour. We just talk about education. We have so many of the same passions. So it's a great company too. Okay, let me organize myself.
Wants to know what the company's name is.
Knowledge Crates.
And if they want it, it's Faith 15. They're the 15%.
There's a discount?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was I knew they were sponsoring my live tonight. I did not know that they're offering a discount. Faith 15.
Cool. Over on YouTube.
Jenny, your charter funds should cover these, you guys, because they list the standards. So, okay, go ahead.
Cool. Okay, so over on YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Alexa, who asked, my fear is if they go back to school, they would end up behind. For example, they should be in 5th grade, but they are behind in like 4th or 3rd grade because I didn't homeschool them well.
So is that your fear, or is that where you would have to put them?
I think that's her fear. Okay,
so here's the deal. You are assuming that, I don't know what you're assuming. I don't want to tell you what you're assuming. This is a common fear a lot of homeschool moms have, that if I put my child back in, they might be behind. We cannot assume that the public schools are doing such a bang up job that no kids are behind, first off. They're doing a crappy job at educating kids. Kids have gaps in their learning up the wazoo. Kids are labeled when don't even need to be, in special ed, thrown and sorted and categorized and all sorts of stuff. So here's the thing. The only areas, in my opinion, that kids can get behind in terms of subjects that matter are math and reading. So those are really important subjects for me in terms of if my child can read at grade level, comprehend at grade level, then they'll be able to learn anything, any science book, any history book, and if their math skills are there. So let me encourage you in a different way. When moms would come to me at my center and say, my kid's behind, what do I do? We would stop and we would focus on math and reading and get those up to speed. Because ultimately, when you think about those other subjects, history, science, health, whatever, those are not essential building blocks to learning, right? you forget a lot of that material anyway. I mean, who remembers everything they learned in 3rd grade? None of us. But what do we use every day? We still use our math skills and we still use our reading skills. So this is what I want to say. Give yourself more credit. If you're worried about your kid being behind, make sure that you are consistently working one step in front of the other with the reading and the math. If you do that, they won't be behind at all. So in the homeschool world, some people say there is no behind. I actually disagree. I've been in education for 20 years. I really don't want my kids or your kids behind in math or reading. I don't. So
Yep. Okay, cool.
That's my professional opinion.
And we got a lot of people saying, like Ashton, the reason I'm homeschooling is because they're behind.
Yes, yeah, and it's a reason to homeschool as well.
Oh, Kendra popped on.
So give yourself more credit. You are amazing. There's no one that knows your kid more than you, that loves your kid more than you. You're going to go to the ends of the earth to source the right materials for your child. You not only can you do this, you can do it way better than what the system is doing. Way better, with not even an iota of training. The resources and the curriculum that we have out there now for homeschooling is so phenomenal. You almost have to try to mess up. You really do. So I hope that encourages you, because you can do this. Everybody on these lives tonight, on all the platforms, not only can you do this, but you can do it better. You really can. And I want you to step into those shoes and take your rightful place in your child's life as the one who is going to provide them the best education possible and the most customized.
Okay, inhale, exhale, and Megs. We're going to get back to you
Okay.
after we jump over to YouTube.
Alrighty.
And MB asked, "Hi, Christy. I'm joining the trial. I'm excited to officially homeschool my 5-year-old, who I suspect might be advanced. Do you have any advice?"
Yes, we can. You joined, so we can start DMing right away. But yeah, if you suspect that your child is gifted, there are certain things to keep in mind. What people don't acknowledge about children who are gifted is, did you know that's also a special need? Yeah, that is a child with special needs. And yes, having special needs is 1000% a valid reason to homeschool, whether your child is gifted or has any other type of diagnosis. Yes.
Okay, inhale, exhale.
And I can't wait to meet you. We'll DM soon. If you guys aren't aware, we just started this afternoon the dollar trial for Thrive, and it's landing on, not on purpose, truly not on purpose. In fact, Scott and I had this debate. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but it happens, the trial that has been scheduled happens to land on the Homeschool Planning Your Year, the Fail-Safe Homeschool Planning seminar that we're doing on Saturday, the live co-working session. It's the biggest workshop of the year, but it had to be that way because of my travel schedule. There's nothing I could do about it. So I am putting myself out there. It's the workshop on Saturday is going to retail for $50. So if you've been on the fence about joining Thrive, this is the month to do it, because you're going to get, normally my workshops are an hour and they're priced a lot less if you buy them a la carte, but this is the biggie. This is like we're going to plan your entire homeschool year in a way that's actually going to work. So I highly advise you, if you've been on the fence, to try Thrive Homeschool Community for this particular. I can tell you for a fact that next year the planning will be in June, not July. So it fell this way because my book manuscript was due in June and I travel in July. This was the only weekend that I could do it, and it happened to fall with the dollar trial. So There you have it. So if you want to take advantage of me, you can. We went back and forth. We just decided to go forth with it.
Inhale, exhale asks, I forgot. Did you say we can make this work if we're working?
Yes, I work. I work full time. It depends on your schedule. Do you work at home? Do you have a supportive spouse? Do you have support? How old are your kids? Those are all variables as to how successful you can be working and homeschooling. Absolutely 1000%. you can work and homeschool. Homeschooling doesn't take 7 hours.
Yeah. Meg says, let's see. Oh, let's see.
If you guys are coming in, I want to know where you are from.
Is there any material out there that lists what academics children should be taught and learn by age?
Yeah, so, and who is this?
Megs.
Go to state standards. Every state has state standards, or go to Common Core standards, and they're free. You can download them, and they list everything your kid needs to learn.
Yep.
According to those standards, if you agree with that particular pedagogy of teaching children. That is the traditional style. All children in American public schools are taught in one pedagogy. It's called the traditional style. There are 8 other pedagogies, like classical homeschooling or schooling. There's also classical private schools. You can do Charlotte Mason, unschooling, interest-led learning, Montessori. You can do all sorts of other styles. Unit study. So, but if you're interested in following the public school system's standards, you can easily download those for free on your state website.
Ashley just popped in here. Sorry, just joined. Are you going over how to do homeschooling or planning for the year of it?
Yes. So this Saturday, I have a 3-hour live workshop where I am teaching you my fail-safe method on how to plan out your homeschool year. We're going to do it together. I walk you through step by step. Every single detail is taken into account. And by the end of the 3 hours, your homeschool year will be planned. You will know what to buy. You will know what each of your kids are doing. It'll be awesome. And I can't wait to share it. Yeah. So that's this Saturday, and it's live.
Let's see here. Oh, Kendra's in here. She says,
Hi,
so
Kendra.
Excited for this training. Kendra.
Oh, I can't wait, Kendra.
She says,
you better watch it, or I'm going to make you a co-host. Kendra's awesome, and she's so savvy on the Zooms. So
she says, everybody join Thrive.
Oh, you're so sweet, Kendra. Yeah, I don't know if you heard Kendra, but it was not part of the plan for the dollar trial to land. So if you join the dollar trial, it's a 6-day trial before you either stay or get kicked out. It includes the 3-hour workshop. That will not happen again, but it had to happen this year because of my book manuscript and my travel schedule. And Scott and I debated. We probably canceled the dollar trial 3 or 4 times, going back and forth, because people could easily take advantage of me because they're going to get essentially a $50 workshop for free. Like, they could join for the $1 and then take the workshop and then leave. But we talked about it. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Ashley
yes.
Says,
and if you want to be a jerk, then you can.
Ashley says, how do we join?
So go to my link tree. There's just jerks out there, right? Who take advantage of people. What am I going to do about it? I'm just going to love on you guys.
Sally says, do you have to plan out the whole year, or can you plan by semesters?
So, and this is Sally.
Yeah.
I recommend you plan out the year, and you will see when you join the workshop why. A lot of the states have a legal amount of days you are required to homeschool. They legally require you to teach certain subjects. So it gives you a lot of peace when you have that roadmap for the year. Now, that being said, my method is designed to allow for flexibility and margin. That's where plans fail, is when it's so rigid that you end up throwing it out. That is not what I do. That's not accepting reality, that life happens. Babies get born and you can't homeschool for a while, and tragedies happen, life happens. So you have to make a homeschool plan that allows for real life. And that is what makes this incredibly unique. And it's a method that I've developed over the years. Yes.
Yep. Let's see. Megs, we do nurture learning in the everyday, but I'm curious, is 1 and 2 too early to start homeschooling?
I think 1 and 2 is too early to start officially homeschooling. I would start a gentle play-based preschool at 3. But stay for the live so you can learn all about homeschooling. And don't join Thrive. Your kids are too young. If your kids are 3, then it's a fit to join.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Great. Oh, okay.
My
what
throat.
If we
I just said Pilates. Look, I didn't even it was a good class though. She was one of those. Anybody teach Pilates here? Anyway, the instructor today I haven't gotten her before, but she was really all about like the marble and the zipper and that, and you get such a better workout when they're reminding you shoulders down, marble. You're holding a martini glass on your core. It's like it makes those little movements so much better. Does anyone else do Pilates? So I'm still in my Pilates workout clothes.
VapTG says, what if we can't make it to your live on Saturday?
So when you are a member of Thrive, you get all of my workshops available on replay.
Yeah.
They're all there. It's part of being in my, oh good, Andrea loves Pilates. Yes, when you are in my membership, you have access to every workshop I've ever taught.
Cool. Okay.
And often I tell you, when you join, I tell you which ones to take right away. Like the finding your why. Most moms, I'm like, okay, first, I tell you guys to take my homeschool style quiz. If you guys haven't taken my homeschool style quiz, it's actually a prerequisite for Saturday. I'm making everybody take it before. So if you haven't taken that, take it now. It's free. It's the free homeschool style quiz. It will tell you which one of those 9 pedagogies fits with you.
Thoughts on unschooling?
Yes, homeschooling is one of the 9 homeschooling styles, and it's great. We support all styles of homeschooling. Unschoolers do really well. It's wonderful. It's a great option, a fit for many families.
Make It Sweets. Is Thrive a curriculum or more of an outline to make it your own?
No, so Thrive is a mentoring community. If you go to the landing page in my link tree, it kind of describes what we do. But in a nutshell, it is where I feed and nurture you. So we are doing workshops every month to grow in our homeschooling, whether it's parenting or planning or whatever. We do discussion groups where we really get to connect with each other and talk about big ideas with homeschooling and also practical ideas for implementation. We have a whole private forum where we help and support each other, give each other curriculum advice. We have office hours. That's this week, so you can meet me on a Zoom this week, face-to-face. I know you see my face, but I don't see yours right now. And I split office hours and I have mentors that join me in the office hours, and we split those up by the age of your kid. So we have an office hours for moms of littles, which is preschool to second, office hours for elementary. We have office hours for teens, and then nighttime office hours for all ages. We also do a supplement drop every month, which is not always a curriculum. It's anything that will breathe life into your homeschooling. So I have some really cool things coming up in the coming months. I just got something back from our graphic designer today that I'm not telling you about yet. It's going to be August's drop. No, August's drop is something else. This is going to be September's drop. Maybe I'll switch them. Anyway, so go to my landing page and look at what Thrive Homeschool Community is all about. But the workshop this month, which is taking place on Saturday, the workshops are not normally on Saturdays. They are normally on the first Wednesday of the month in the evening so that everyone can make it. But because this is it's the biggest workshop of the year, it's a 3-hour co-working session where I teach you a fail-safe plan for working out and planning out your homeschool year. I had to schedule it on a Saturday because of the amount of time. It will be 3 hours or less. It will not be more than 3 hours, but we're going to be doing that live together this Saturday. So if you have been on the fence about joining Thrive Homeschool Community, and people that are in Thrive, go ahead and write your experience, because I have lots of mamas in here who are already friends that I know very well that are in Thrive.
Masael and Kendra did just that. Yeah.
You're so sweet, Masael and Kendra. I love you too.
Are prestigious universities?
Yeah, then homeschool. That's my advice. If you want your kid to be more competitive to get into a prestigious or Ivy League university, homeschool. Homeschooling allows you the time. I hate to say it, but let's keep it real. Homeschooling allows you the time to build that resume that they want. They want kids who are unique, who have done really amazing things by the time they've graduated high school. And when you homeschool, you actually have the time to do those things. Yeah.
Ashley asks, is this through Zoom?
Yes. Yep. All my workshops, we do in Thrive, we do 9 Zooms a month. So.
And Thrive is Mighty Networks.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, cool. And we're getting close here to the end.
Okay, homeschool questions.
How do I start the journey with a 3-year-old?
How do you start the journey with a 3-year-old? I have a free, it's right behind me here. It's the How to Homeschool Guide. It's free. Grab that. It's 26 pages. It will get you started on the road to homeschooling. In my link tree, when I hear the free stuff I have for you, I have a 5-minute homeschool style finder. I have that free homeschool guide. I have my top curriculum picks by subject. And I have a really good reading list of some of our family's favorite books. And apparently I have a complete flyaway hair situation. Look. Yeah, so that's free too. You have to look at my hair.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm trying to find the bobby pin back here.
I'm not sure who this is. Ordonez.
No trolls tonight?
No, Thrive has literally saved me. I don't know where I would be without this group.
Oh, you're so sweet. Wait, who are you? Because I can't connect usernames with names.
She's over on Instagram.
Oh.
Sweet.
Thank you for saying that about Thrive. That's why I made it. I needed to make... I've always loved consulting with families, but I wasn't getting the reach that I wanted. I wanted to figure out a way to help you guys affordably, to help you with the expertise, the knowledge, and the mentoring that you guys need to grow and feel confident on this journey. And I needed to figure out how to do it in an affordable way. And that's why I started it.
Yeah.
So if you just came in here, a couple hours ago, we launched our $1 trial. If you want to know what that is, go to the... But I want to answer homeschooling questions.
Ashley says, do you find it harder to homeschool and do mom life and work?
Yes. Yes.
And she's
Anybody else? What's your answer? Yes.
And it was Jennifer over on...
Oh, Jennifer, yay!
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, Jennifer.
Oh,
It's been fun getting to know you.
Make it sweets. I just quit my job to start homeschooling next year. Any advice for first-timers? Kids are 6 and 10.
Yes, so for first-timers, I would grab my free How to Homeschool guide, but this Saturday, I am hosting a 3-hour fail-safe method for planning out your homeschool year. So you might want to consider that. Go to my link tree.
Yep.
It's like when people come in and say, how do I homeschool? Like, this is how I'm teaching you how to actually, the nuts and bolts of executing it this Saturday.
Yep. Okay. So, questions. What are your thoughts on The Good and the Beautiful?
The Good and the Beautiful is a Charlotte Mason homeschool curriculum, and it is a faith-based. It's a lot of moms start out with The Good and the Beautiful when they are beginning homeschool moms. It's a really great option. It's one of the top go-to Charlotte Mason homeschool curricula.
Lynn Joseph, do you belong to local homeschool groups for meetups and get-togethers, or do you recommend it?
Yes, I absolutely recommend it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joining co-ops or micro schools or meetups or play dates. Most homeschoolers, we are exhausted from socializing. We do all sorts of things. Yep. And then all the other things the other kids do too. We're still in football and ballet and tennis, and then we also have our homeschool stuff.
Oh, somebody was asking about HSLDA.
Mm-hmm. What about HSLDA?
Do you recommend it?
I would say overall, yeah, I believe in homeschooling legally. So I don't know what state you're in and how much of a high regulation state you're in, or if there's history of the school district causing homeschoolers trouble. If that was the case, then I would recommend it. But you don't have to join HSLDA. There's other legal organizations that can protect you. Most states also have a legal organization to protect homeschoolers. So,
Yep. Cool. MB over on YouTube says, how do you find a homeschool community? I find it so challenging since I don't use social media.
oh, yeah, you might. Okay, so it is, if you're not on social media, it is. The best place to find the most current communities out there is Facebook. And I literally am only on Facebook. I mean, Christy Faith is on Facebook, but my private account, I have 2 accounts. I'm only on there to know what's happening with the current homeschool culture around me. It's Facebook, so you might want to join just for that. I'm sorry, but it might be worth it.
Yep.
Am I on Facebook Live right now?
You are.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. Okay. So,
Is Knowledge Crates on here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they are.
They are?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you guys want to say anything? I just talked a lot about you guys. Who is it? Good. Oh, I'm so glad you went to the Knowledge Crates website. Awesome. Perfect. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you came in on my live. I was just obsessing. Did you guys see this? Did you see what my girls made? I know. Look. And I feel bad. Scott's like, there's a discount for so if you do Faith 15, you can get 15% off, Scott?
Yep.
A crate. And here they are.
Yep.
They're absolutely beautiful, heavy. I'm talking full. And you know what? Here's the thing. I am so ding dong tired of when my kids have birthdays of getting another plastic toy. I now ask the grandparents to get crates. I literally do because, oh good. Oh, awesome. Yay. Denitza's here. Perfect. Knowledge Crates is here, you guys. Ask them any questions that you may have. So they have a preschool crate and a school-aged crate. And I hope you heard everything that I said earlier, Denitza, about your amazing crates and how they follow all the standards. But do we have any more homeschooling questions?
Well, we're getting to the end here.
Okay. Are we already getting to the end?
We're getting to the
So
end.
these are some of the books from Knowledge Crates. I got the preschool and the school age. So
How do I start homeschooling?
this comes with the activities, you guys. Oh, wait, what'd she ask?
How do I start homeschooling, and should I be doing anything this summer?
Yes, you should be planning this summer. And how do you start homeschool? You grab my free How to Homeschool guide. It's 26 pages. Read through that. And if you really want to do this, then you might want to join my workshop on Saturday, because I'll teach you how to plan out your whole year in a way that actually works. Because a lot of us double tap if you're a veteran homeschool mom who's tried like 6 different ways of planning out your year only to completely throw it out by week 3. Yeah.
Oh, Heidi, love everything you're saying. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, ask me your last questions, you guys.
Okay. What do you use Knowledge Crate for your kids? If
Yes.
so, why do you prefer that one?
Oh, okay. So Knowledge Crates is not like any other. So don't compare it to other crates. This is actually school and hands-on activities in a box. It's like HelloFresh for homeschools. So it's not like other crates that are kind of dinky or only do one thing, or it's school in a box, and they follow state standards with everything. It's step by step, 20 plus activities, 3 months of learning, all in this crate. And it's developed by 2 sisters who are here tonight. Yay! I didn't know you guys were coming. They own a learning center. They have been in education for over 20 years. They care and love what they do. They care about children. These all follow state standards, but they're hands-on activities. And this is just one. Denitza, we did this when we had the tornado because it was like crazy outside and we needed to keep the kids busy. So this is the perfect gift to give yourself. If you are a preschool mom, you only need to buy knowledge crates. Like that is your preschool. I'm serious. So it has saved me so much money. Every time I go to Michael's, I drop like $300 to $400. I have all these extra supplies. I hate that. I hate researching on the internet. I hate spending 10 hours to plan activities and artwork. So
Homeschool Mom 5, how do we get hooked up with the workshop?
Okay, so the way you can take my workshop on Saturday is to join Thrive, which happens to be an $1 trial. By the way, I know that was not supposed to be that the $1 trial landed with the workshop, but it did. So this is the biggest workshop of the year. It's a workshop that I am going to be doing every single year because even if you've been homeschooling 15 years, you still have to go through this workshop and plan out your homeschool year for all of your kids. So it is a workshop that I'm doing on Saturday, and you can join Thrive you can go to the link tree and take the workshop. So the workshop is going to retail for $50. So you can join Thrive for $1, take that workshop, and totally take advantage of me and leave. But you won't because you're going to love being in Thrive.
Co just joined and
hi everybody. Joined. Yay, I'm so glad. I can't wait to meet you guys. I won't be able to DM you tonight because it's pretty late, but I should be able to DM you tomorrow afternoon to meet you guys and get to know you and help you guys. So we also have office hours this week, so you can join those Zooms. It's a pretty amazing community.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions?
Maybe the last one. Sally, okay. I'm still trying to get curriculum figured out for next year. What's your opinion on deschooling?
Yeah, so I have an entire chapter in my book on deschooling. It's vital to do if your kids have been in the system. Vital. It's not only vital for them, but it's vital for you. You can deschool over the summer. I don't know how long when you pulled your child out of school though, but you can deschool kind of over the summer. It's a time where you take a break. Actually, I go over some deschooling in this How to Homeschool guide. Grab that. I forget which page it's on, but I kind of give you a little roadmap on how to deschool in there. And it's free. It's 26 pages. Just go to my link tree and grab it.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, Carrie asks, what curriculum do you recommend for middle school? That's your download.
Yeah, so I have, this is Carrie or Carrie Ann?
Carrie Ing.
Carrie Ing. So in my link tree, I have a free download for curriculum recommendations by subject. So go grab that. And they're not only curricula that I use, they're curricula that has a good reputation in our community and does a great job. I don't have lousy curriculum on there. So.
Oh, Janistas, I want to share that I'm joining the homeschooling community this year, and I love your light and encouraging reels.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope I get to meet you soon.
Sally says 3 kids, 6th grade, 4th grade, 2nd grade.
Oh, how fun. 6th grade,
yeah.
6th grade, 4th grade, 2nd grade. I cannot wait for your journey. This is so exciting, Sally. Yay, so grab that guide first. That's the first thing you should do. It costs you nothing.
Somebody's been asking, what do you think of the Peaceful Press?
Yeah, so the Peaceful Press is are you a unit study homeschooler? A Peaceful Press is a unit study style. So there's 9 different pedagogies. So if you don't know your homeschooling style, I have a free 5-minute homeschool style finder. So go take that if you don't know your homeschooling style, because that's pretty important to know before you start making purchases. It's going to be a prerequisite for Saturday. I'm going to make sure everyone takes that quiz, or they already know their style, because you really don't know what to buy unless you know your style.
Great.
Okay. All right, guys, it's been so fun. I've appreciated spending time with you tonight. I am going to go have some milk and cookies, ice milk and cookies. And I'm pretty tired. I don't think I'm going to read fairy tales tonight, but I'll connect with my kiddos and see how they're doing. Oh, look, I got something fun. All right. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you on Saturday. Check my link tree for all that information. All right. Mwah. Bye.